I suddenly noticed the man next to me had a transparent hand. I thought it was just my imagination, so I didn't take it seriously. But that night, I ran into a man whose entire body was see-through. Trying to figure out why, I quietly followed him. He died right in front of me. That's when I realized my eyes could predict death. Whenever I saw someone's body turn transparent, it meant they were about to die. 20 years ago, I survived a plane crash. My parents died instantly, leaving me an orphan. That tragedy hit me hard. Since then, I became quieting. Until I met the owner of a repair shop, he treated me like his own son, and I worked hard in return. When the shop was about to open a new branch, he reserved the manager position for me. But one coworker, jealous of that, pushed me to the ground in anger. My phone shattered. Being introverted, I chose to stay silent. To fix my screen, I went to a digital repair shop. The girl there quickly handed me back my phone. At that moment, her hands became transparent. Panicking, I ran out, but then I remembered the man I'd seen die that night. I didn't want the girl to share the same fate, so I went back to her. To my surprise, she agreed to my request. We met at a cafe. Then I noticed her hands were normal again. That meant my choice to approach her had changed her destiny. I had actually saved a life. 一人の命が助かったんです。どういうわけだかわからないけど、でも助かったのは確かです。But then I thought, she must think I'm crazy. I quickly told her I was just joking, then hurried away. Suddenly, a sharp pain shot through my chest. I crouched down, trying to breathe. It took a long while before I could move again. The next day, she came to find me. She pulled a newspaper from her bag. Last night, a massive explosion happened near her house. 4 dead, 14 injured. It was on her usual route home. If I hadn't invited her to that cafe, she would have been there when it happened. We grew closer after that. I was happy and more motivated at work. But that same day, the coworker who had bullied me took a customer's sports car without permission. The client complained. The boss got furious and decided to fire him. They had a huge argument. Then I noticed the boss's hands were turning transparent. Didn't want anything bad to happen to him, so that night I invited him to dinner, just to stay by his side. The attacker turned out to be the same coworker who was fired. At that moment, the boss's hands returned to normal, but pain surged through my chest again, and I collapsed. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. The doctor already knew about my ability. I looked at him in disbelief. Then he confessed everything. He had the same power, the eyes that foresee death. They were called Fortuna's eyes. Only those who have faced death and survived could possess them. He warned me never to interfere with someone's fate. If I saved someone I was meant to foresee, I'd pay a heavy price. The test showed I had coronary heart disease. If I used this power again and tried to alter fate, I would die from heart failure on the spot. But on my way to work, everyone in the subway turned transparent. A wave of dread hit me. I went to the park, trying to figure it out. Why would all those passengers die? Then suddenly I saw a child in the park, and he was transparent too. I picked up a flyer from the ground. Tomorrow, the kindergarten was organizing a field trip. Their meeting point, the same subway I rode today. That meant those kids and all those passengers were going to die together on that train.